Hi, the week gone by saw a stock market led by the large caps, which improved about 0.5%, and bank index, which also matched the same. Mid cap index was down almost 1%, and the small cap index was down 2%. Why did this happen? Well, two reasons to it. One is FIIs came back in some way, about 1,000 crores positive, so large caps got support from that, whereas in the mid cap space, DIIs reduced their amount from last week's record to down about 12,000 crores this time. Second was that the earnings season showed that while large cap posted single digit earnings, mid caps came with 34% growth and small caps with 18%. There was still disappointment on the small cap and the mid caps because of the high valuations, and the expectations were much higher. Overall, sector earnings showed that 17 out of the 20 sectors showed positive earnings growth, and this quarter is viewed as a trough quarter from which Q3 and Q4 should be better. What about the week ahead? The week ahead is going to be dominated by one single factor, which is the currency, because Friday saw a sharp depreciation of 1% of the currency, driven by a trade deficit coming at a record $41 billion, driven by gold and silver import spike. And FIIs outlook for the dollar this week will depend on whether RBI will intervene and bring the rupee back or let it drift to 90 levels. So accordingly, FII flows this week will be volatile. DII flows should remain at the same levels because this is the last week of the second month, which is when they complete their deployment. So expect a consolidating market for this week unless a trade deal announcement comes through. The last day of the week will see GDP data, which would affect the following week's results. So like I said, expect a consolidating market this week.